Today's video summary title: Why is Russia importing advanced equipment from China? The shocking truth behind it. Dear viewers, welcome to our channel. Today's video summary is titled, Why is Russia importing advanced equipment from China? The shocking truth behind it: the international situation is becoming increasingly complex, and countries face difficult choices in seeking security and interests. The conflict between Russia and Ukraine has been ongoing for 2 years, and Russia's economy and military preparedness have been greatly affected by Western sanctions. In this context, Russia has no choice but to massively import advanced equipment from China to revitalize its military industry. 1. Russia's import of advanced equipment surges. According to Russian customs data, since Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022, the quantity and value of key equipment such as CNC machine tools imported from China have significantly increased. These equipment are crucial for defense manufacturing, capable of producing complex components such as missiles, artillery, and aircraft. In January 2024, Russia imported CNC machine tools from China worth a total of $68 million, compared to only $6.5 million in the same period in 2022, nearly a tenfold increase. Additionally, Russia has also imported other advanced equipment such as material processing equipment and advanced braking systems. The total value of these equipment is nearly $2 billion, accounting for nearly a tenth of its imports from China. 2. Enhancement of Russia's military strength. These advanced equipment have significant implications for Russia's military strength. They improve the efficiency and quality of military production, alleviate shortages of equipment and materials caused by sanctions, and enhance endurance and competitiveness in war. At the same time, Russia can promote military technological innovation and develop more advanced weapons and equipment. According to reports, Russia has developed a new supersonic missile with a speed of up to Mach 5 using Chinese CNC machine tools, posing a threat to the United States. 3. Mutually beneficial cooperation between China and Russia. This cooperation between China and Russia reflects political transactions. China provides advanced equipment to gain Russia's support, counterbalance the United States, and in return, Russia revitalizes its military industry and copes with sanctions pressure. Both countries support and develop together, contributing to global peace and development. In the current situation, Russia has no choice but to massively import advanced equipment from China to cope with Western sanctions, especially critical equipment for the military industry. This not only enhances Russia's military-industrial efficiency but also strengthens its competitive strength in war. At the same time, China also demonstrates its close cooperation with Russia through political transactions, counterbalancing the United States, expanding its own market and technological influence. The win-win cooperation between China and Russia injects new impetus into global peace and development. Russia's current choice is to massively import advanced equipment from China to inject vitality into its military industry. This is also an inevitable choice for Russia in the face of a complex situation, and cooperation between China and Russia is also a strategic choice for both countries. With the changes in the situation, we look forward to more achievements in cooperation between the two countries, contributing greater strength to regional and global stability and prosperity. Next up is more information. What are the motivations behind China's export of this equipment to Russia? In today's complex international situation, countries are taking actions for their own security and interests. The war between Russia and Ukraine has been going on for nearly 2 years, and Russia has suffered severe sanctions from Western countries, causing heavy blows to its economy and military. In this situation, Russia has no choice but to massively import advanced equipment from China to inject new vitality into its military industry. So, what advanced equipment has Russia imported from China? What impact do these equipment have on Russia's military strength? The introduction of these advanced equipment has significantly affected Russia's military strength. They enhance military production efficiency and quality, alleviate shortages of equipment and materials caused by Western sanctions, and enhance endurance and competitiveness in war. These equipment also promote the innovation and development of Russia's military technology, enabling it to develop more advanced weapons and equipment, thereby enhancing its advantages and deterrence on the battlefield. According to Russian media reports, using Chinese CNC machine tools, Russia has produced a new type of supersonic missile with a speed of 5 Mach, which can penetrate U.S. missile defense systems, posing a serious threat to U.S. aircraft carriers and bases. Russia's massive import of advanced equipment from China is an inevitable choice under the current international situation, reflecting its urgent need to cope with Western sanctions and deep cooperation between the two sides in the field of military technology. This cooperation not only helps Russia solve the shortage of military equipment, but also provides important opportunities for China's technological exports, further strengthening the cooperation and influence of both China and Russia in regional and international affairs. There are several motivations behind China's export of this equipment to Russia. Firstly, it is a political transaction aimed at gaining Russia's support and cooperation to counter U.S. pressure and challenges. Secondly, it is part of China's strategic layout, using Russia's war to divert U.S. attention and resources, and create favorable conditions for its own interests in other regions. Thirdly, it is also a commercial act that helps expand China's market and influence, enhance technological levels and competitiveness, and add momentum to economic development. Regardless of the explanation, it shows the common political interests between China and Russia, namely challenging and countering U.S. hegemony and interference. Through mutual support and common development, China and Russia will further enhance their international status and influence, making greater contributions to global peace and development. The cooperation between China and Russia is not only a deepening of bilateral relations, but also an important adjustment to the international situation. The political, economic, and military cooperation between the two countries not only reflects their strategic consensus, but also to some extent changes the pattern of international relations. However, this cooperation has also raised concerns from other countries in the world, especially the United States and its allies. In the future, the direction of China-Russia cooperation will be greatly influenced by the international situation, and its development trend will become one of the focuses closely watched by the international community. In today's complex international environment, Russia is forced to crazily purchase advanced equipment from China, especially key military equipment such as CNC machine tools. This move not only enhances Russia's military capabilities but also strengthens its competitiveness on the battlefield. At the same time, through this political transaction, China demonstrates its close cooperation with Russia to resist U.S. pressure and expand its own market and technological influence. This common political interest prompts both countries to support each other and develop together, making greater contributions to global peace and development. The strengthening of cooperation between China and Russia to some extent presents a trend of building a multipolar international order, which is of great significance for the balance of global politics and economy. However, it also requires vigilance against the geopolitical risks and uncertainties brought by China-Russia cooperation, as well as the impact it may have on the international relations pattern. While advancing cooperation, attention should be paid to maintaining the stability and balance of the international system, promoting win-win cooperation among countries, and achieving lasting peace and common development. Final topic: Russia has no other choice. The current international situation is complex, and many countries are anxious about their future choices. Since the outbreak of the war between Russia and Ukraine, Russia has been severely hit by sanctions from Western countries, and its military industry has become the focus of sanctions. This has led to serious shortages of military equipment in Russia, and manufacturing has declined significantly. In this situation, Russia has only two options. One is to try to circumvent Western sanctions by establishing shell companies and other means, and the other is to choose cooperation with China and directly purchase equipment manufactured in China. However, the former is difficult to sustain and may face the risk of exposure, while the latter means a complete breakdown of trade relations with Western countries. Russia's choice has been caught in a dilemma. While this mode of cooperation between China and Russia has helped Russia solve the problem of military equipment shortages to some extent, it has also exacerbated the tension in the international political situation to some extent. Cooperation between China and Russia needs to be handled with caution, especially when considering relations with Western countries. Only through win-win cooperation can long-term stability of the international order be achieved. Some may think that this statement is exaggerated, but according to the data on the quantity of CNC machine tools imported from China by Russia in 2023, the situation has changed significantly. Compared to before the war, the import quantity has increased by about 10 times, indicating that Chinese-made CNC machine tools are gradually occupying the Russian market, a trend that China and Russia are quite satisfied with. Compared with sanctions from Western countries, as long as Russia needs it, China is willing to provide it. Importing advanced industrial equipment from China is the most sensible choice for Russia at present. China's growing strength has brought us greater impetus. Russia's industrial system has entered a stage of capacity improvement and has also gained certain advantages. At present, they are in urgent need of weapon support and are in a stage of war consumption. Cooperation between China and Russia is a win-win situation. Russia's massive import of Chinese industrial equipment also provides us with valuable development opportunities. The cooperation between China and Russia has to some extent promoted the economic development of both countries, but attention should also be paid to balancing relations with other countries to avoid further exacerbating international tensions. Establishing a mutually beneficial cooperation model is conducive to maintaining regional and global peace and stability. Although China's industrial development started relatively late, we have already made breakthroughs in corresponding technologies. Currently, China's requirements for these equipment are not strict, so we export hundreds of machine tools to the outside world every year, most of which are mid to low-end products. As long as there is demand, we will strive to advance. Due to cooperation with Russia, our investment in the field of machine tools has also increased. The Russia-Ukraine war has far-reaching effects on Russia, but it is also an opportunity for China. Under the situation of being sanctioned by Western countries, Russia has difficulty finding alternative factories and can only choose to cooperate with China. The cooperation between China and Russia in the industrial field has brought opportunities and challenges to both sides. China's technological breakthroughs and export growth demonstrate its industrial strength, but it also needs to carefully respond to changes in the international situation and maintain the stability of cooperative relations to promote regional and global development and stability. That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for the next exciting content. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.